bitch. It is 3:30 in the afternoon. I woke up late because I stayed up all night making sure a video was out for you guys. And I expected to have a nice fun-filled day in the sun. But white people be crazy, okay? So, with that being said, I'm now sat down making a video about yet another white person saying the N-word. And how the F I feel about that. So let's get straight into it after this intro.
Most of these bitches is petty, 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 petty. Most of these bitches is petty.
Now, I don't know what in the southern fried fuckery is going on that we are in 2019 and people still do not know that there is an absolute big no-no when it comes to saying racial slurs. Nevertheless, racial slurs in front of a camera, you dumb, stupid bitch. So, with that being said, I'm going to be going straight into this week's drama. This week's drama is concerning a girl that I've never heard of, somebody called Abbey Bankson. She is what I would consider a Emma Chamberlain prototype. There are several of them. They keep spewing out the same kind of videos. If you don't remember, I did a video on Joanna Cedia and how she got all of her fame and notoriety within a very short space of time. I think she ended up being the first YouTuber to get 1 million subscribers within 3 months. There is a formula and it's working and a lot of people are cashing in on it. And she is yet another YouTuber who has cashed in or coined in on this whole entire Emma Chamberlain prototype fiasco.
My head hurts.
Anyway, I'm going to be telling you guys about the entire drama and who Abbey Bankson is. And in order for you guys to know who Abbey Bankson is, I'm going to have to do my 60-second rundown. Let's find out who Abbey Bankson is in 60 seconds. Abbey Bankson is an 18-year-old YouTuber born on 5th of August 2000, making her a Leo, from the United States. She's a vlogger whose light-hearted channel has won her huge acclaim across YouTube. She has over 250,000 subscribers with her self-titled channel and has racked up over 11 million views. She has previously lived in Rochester, Indiana, and she features a variety of content on her channel, including vlogs, mukbangs, and general lifestyle and comedy videos. She has a brother and a sister who occasionally appear on her channel. She has merch on her Teespring store, which is legitimately just a hoodie with her face in the top right-hand corner of the hoodie. I shit you not. And she also has a merchandise store on her self-titled website, www.abbeybankson.com, with some of the world's most unimaginative hoodies that you could possibly ever get. But I guess that's what the kids like nowadays. Sorry if it sounds like I'm eating. I got bored and then had a pizza. Okay, so basically what has happened is about 3 days ago, a video has been leaked of Abbey Bankson saying some racially discriminative and derogatory things, all within the space of literally like a minute. It really showed her true character and her true colours, and people on the internet are completely pissed that this so totally relatable young teenage girl could be so flippant, violent and horrible with her words. Take a look at what was found.
Okay.
Okay, bye, nigger.
Bye.
Whoa. Whoa, no.
Whoa, no.
Talked about this.
Sorry, it just kind of stuck with me.
Gas
No.
is 208.
What the fuck? I'm getting gas.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I'm getting gas.
208? That's insane.
Kind of like my GPA. Oh wait, is it filming? I'm just kidding, Mom. My GPA is 4.3.
4.3, unweighted. Wait.
In case you were wondering, my GPA is a 4.3 unweighted. So. Oh, that one's out. Okay, well then you're gonna have to move,
Careful,
bitch.
don't.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, look at me like that if you want. Take a picture. I don't fucking care.
Dang,
Goddamn.
why did he look so evil?
Cause he's freaking rude.
That was really mean.
Cause he's freaking Mexican. That's why. Cause he hates his life. So and I don't have many privileges. Sorry, bitch. You have to do like this. Oh no! I dropped my Red Bull. parents are gonna sit in the car, open the door, and make sure that they know that I'm talking to you because
I'll leave the window.
just like keep talking to me. I don't care.
Oh my god. That was so bad. I'm gonna stop this in case anything else comes out, because
Yeah, so that was basically it. That in the beginning, she called a friend of hers on the phone a nigger, and then she went on to say that somebody was looking at her badly because they were Mexican and they do not have any privileges, and she's sorry about it, bitch. So in the comment section for the original leaked video, which I will definitely leave in the description box down below so you can check for yourself, I saw a lot of the same comments just constantly echoed throughout the comment section. A lot of people turning around and saying, she didn't just say the N-word, she said the N-word with a hard R. Now, let me make something fucking clear for you guys, because I don't know how many times I have to say this, but it drives me insane, like up the wall, probably worse than people actually saying the fucking word. What annoys me more is when people go, oh my god, but she said it with a hard R, or oh, it wasn't that bad because she didn't say it with a hard R. Whether you say it with a ER, whether you say it with an A, whether you say it with a U, whether you say it with an F, whether you say it with a Q, whether you say it with a T, whether you say it with any other letter in the fucking alphabet, if what you mean to say is nigger and you are not from a POC background, then don't use the word nigger. Simple as. I don't understand why that is like a negotiable term. I feel like it's that one thing that people use to qualify the intent of the word. I don't care if your intent was to be the nicest person in the world to me. Doesn't matter. Don't say the word. Non-negotiable. Done. Done. And what's that I hear in the distance? Oh yes, here comes the rest of the commenters who comment in my comment section saying that nobody should be allowed to say the word regardless. Now, this is what I have to say to you guys, right? That word, for me personally, this is my personal opinion, was used as a way to degrade me. Now, I grew up in the 90s where it was quite frequent that white people would use that word as a way to make me feel less than human. I have taken ownership of that word. That word will no longer be used by you. It will be used by me for empowerment. So when I see my fellow brothers and sisters, I will call them my niggers. They're my people. So don't for 1 second sit there and think that nobody should say it just because you can't say it, or nobody should say it because it makes people feel uncomfortable. I could give a fuck if anybody feels uncomfortable about my use of that colloquial term. I could give a fuck whether it makes you feel comfortable to be in the presence of somebody who says that word, or to be in the presence of somebody who uses that word in music, a black artist or whatever it is. I could give a fuck if you feel comfortable. The point of the matter is for hundreds upon thousands of years, we were made to feel uncomfortable with who the fuck we were because of that word that you used against us. So no, I'm not going to feel sorry for you. I'm not going to stop using the word to make you feel comfortable. I spent my entire life assimilating a culture in order to make the world feel comfortable about who the fuck I am. So no, that is how I feel about the entire situation. It ain't gonna happen like that, honey. Oh, and look over there. Here comes the rest of the POC people coming straight into the comment section saying, why would you use a word that was used to enslave us, to enslave ourselves? To that I say, I would much rather be enslaved to my own goddamn people than to be enslaved to people who literally made our lives living hell for hundreds and hundreds of years. It was not that long ago that slavery was abolished, and let's just make that really fucking clear. It really wasn't that long ago. My mum wasn't a slave, my grandmother wasn't a slave, but my great-grandma, she was born a goddamn slave. That's not that far away. That is literally 3 generations away from who and where I am right now. Like I said, this is just my personal opinion on the usage of that word. My mother, her opinion is completely different to mine. She definitely is one of those people who turns around and thinks that nobody should be using the word, and she doesn't like the use of it in music. And how the hell do we expect Caucasian people not to say that word if we're using it so frequently? But the place that I'm coming from is a place of we can't even get Caucasian people to not say say this word now. Like, it's happening so frequently. We are in 2019 and an 18-year-old girl, a girl who was born in the year 2000, thinks it's acceptable to say. Like, this is the world that we live in. So no, I'm still going to continue to say that y'all can't say that word. And I'm sorry if that makes everybody feel uncomfortable. I'm sorry if I alienate my subscribers. I'm sorry if I make people feel uncomfortable, but that's the way I feel. However, in terms of what Abbey had to say about people of color within the Latino community, i.e. Mexicans, I do think that she said that with a lot more venom in her heart. I will definitely admit that. The fact that she was talking about their lack of privilege, that might be a viewpoint that she actually has, which obviously that is completely up to her. But I feel like she said that with definite malicious intent, because she was basically trying to say that the male who was walking in her path was looking at her badly because he didn't have a great lifestyle, which is basically saying I'm better than you without actually saying that I'm better than you. But anyway, moving on, because obviously that's not my story, that's not my people, so that's not my story to talk about. Moving on to the next part of this, an Abbey Bankson fan account who was really obviously upset by what they'd heard come out of her mouth. They decided to send Abbey a message basically asking her what her thoughts and opinions are on the most recent video that came out, and this is what she had to say about the video before her formal apology. She said, I'm so sorry. When this video was recorded of me, it was months ago and I wasn't in a good place and my relationship with God wasn't good either. I know I disappointed everyone. That is not who I am. My family and I are praying about how to move forward with this. Again, I am so sorry. Yesterday, she went on to post an apology video on her channel. The apology video was not very well received at all. She turned off the likes to dislikes ratio, but she did leave the comments, and they're not looking good, not even slightly. But this is what she had to say. I'm going to take a couple of clips as the highlights or the lowlights, if you will. But she really just dodges the fact that she said racial slurs. She basically says what I said was terrible and that's not me, that's not in my character. But she just doesn't really acknowledge it. It's very, very hard to explain. But in terms of a YouTuber apology, I applaud her effort. But for me, it's not good enough. Baby girl, you should have really sat down and prayed with your parents some more.
To give you some context, there was a video of me and one of my friends that was resurfaced from my past.
6 months ago. 6 months ago is your past. Baby girl, I know you're only 18 years old and you've not lived that long on this planet, but 6 months ago was really like a stone's throw away.
And in that video, I said a lot of very rude and vulgar and insensitive things, which is completely out of my character.
Out of her character? Did this bitch really just say out of her character? Because if I recall, her friend said, whoa, 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 no, we've spoken about this. In fact, let's just do a quick flashback.
Okay, bye, nigger.
Whoa, no.
Whoa, no.
Talked about this.
I've disappointed in myself, and I've disappointed my family and my friends and you guys and everyone around me. I filmed this video yesterday, and I just want to share it with you. And yeah. I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart to everyone that I have hurt personally and who I've offended, and I take 100% of the blame for this. It's nobody else's fault except for mine.
Well, of course it is. Nobody else said those words but you, lovely.
And I understand that, and I know the things that I've said are unacceptable and so wrong on so many levels, and I know that. And I also want to apologize to everyone who has supported me for so long, because I let you guys down, and I was not setting a good example at all, and it hurts me to know that I've hurt this many people with things that I've said. When this happened, it was around 6 months ago, and I was at a time where I was very immature, I was so ignorant, and my relationship with God was not where it needed to be at all.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes, that's right. The God card. We just love it when a sister uses the God card. Oh my days. This is so annoying. Listen, don't bring God into it. God was not around for your actions. God is probably sitting up there on his clouds going, bitch, I don't know you. Her relationship with God. God, fucking pull the other one, love.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye, Nick.
Not me. You can't say that. No.
Obviously, I've learned between then and now, I've learned so much, and especially now with everything going on.
Obviously, I've learned so much from then and now. I've learned so much from finally getting called out on my actions and saying these words that I was saying in private, but then pretending to my audience that I am a very wholesome character. And now that you guys know the true me, I've definitely learned so much about not saying these words. And it's just really hard.
It's been so hard. So much possible.
Because this is something that should not happen again, and these are words that should never be said. So I really want you guys to be able to learn from this.
Judging by the comment section, it seems as if her audience already knows not to say racist things. So I think the only person who actually needs to learn from this is probably you, Abby.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
Anyway, that's about it. She pretty much just echoes the same things over and over again. God, let's learn from this. I'm so sorry, etc, etc. Anyway, that's about it for today's video. Tell me what it is that you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys disagree with me? Do you guys share some opinions but not all? I'd love to have a nice, adult, decent conversation about all of this. You know, I do think that she is young, and I know that's not an excuse, but she is young. She is 18 years old. I think there's a lot of blame to place parentally and environmentally. I think as a parent, I would be so incredibly ashamed that I'd cultured an environment where my daughter thought it was acceptable to say these things in joke, in jest, in any capacity. But that's just my personal opinion on the whole entire situation. Don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like it, if you don't, I don't give a shit anyway. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification with the bell so that you guys get a notification every single time the Petty Paige posts new content. Right, okay, I'm about to bounce. It's it's coming up to 6 o'clock now, 6 p.m. So I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna go do some other stuff and try and enjoy what's left of my holiday before I go home and get ready to have this baby. Anyway, I love you lots. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Petty, 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 petty. Most of these bitches is